in the morning on August 6, the island princess made it to Whittier, an Alaskan city and ice-free port on Prince William Sound. It has a deep water harbor used by cruise ships, day cruises, and the Alaska Marine Highway. The town was created when the United States military constructed a military facility and port here during World War II and named it Camp Sullivan. It was connected to the Alaska Railroad in 1943, and the port became the entrance into Alaska for United States soldiers. The port remained an active Army facility until 1960. Now in view, Alaska's newest landmark, a luxury lodging and dining establishment, the Inn at Whittier. Two huge buildings dominate the skyline, the Buckner Building on the left and the Baggage Building on the right. The Buckner Building was once the largest building in Alaska, but was seriously damaged in the 9.2 1964 Alaska earthquake. It is now just a large, abandoned government building. The Baggage Towers building is called a city under one roof. The building is 14 stories tall and there are 196 units. The building is a condominium and most of Whittier's residents live in it. Princess also offers direct to the Wilderness rail service between the cruise terminal here in Whittier and Princess Denali area wilderness lodges. The Princess rail cars feature some of the largest domed windows ever built for a rail car and have set the standard for luxury rail travel in the nation. This is one of the trains leaving Whittier towards the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel. By 8 in the morning, we were all ready to say goodbye to the island princess, as the tour bus was waiting for us to take us to Portage Lake. As we were leaving Whittier, we saw the island princess, our home away from home for 7 days, disappear in the distance. At 2.5 miles long, the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel through the Maynard Mountain is the second longest highway tunnel and longest highway rail tunnel in North America. The tall tunnel is only one lane. Traffic passes through the tunnel to Whittier on the half hour and returns on the hour. Occasionally, traffic is delayed when a train passes through. The U.S. military built the tunnel in the mid-50s for trains, and the state of Alaska upgraded it to support vehicles in the year 2000. As we exited the tunnel, we drove through what is left of Portage, a former settlement about 47 miles south of Anchorage. The town was destroyed almost entirely in the 1964 Good Friday earthquake, when the ground in the area sank about 6 feet, putting most of it below sea level. All that remains today are the ruins of a few buildings and a ghost forest of trees that died after salt water inundated the root systems. Now we are about to get to the Baggage Bogs Visitor Center, built by the U.S. Forest Service in 1986. The center is built upon the terminal moraine left behind by Portage Glacier in 1914, and it overlooks Portage Lake. The Visitor Center offers a unique opportunity to learn about the Chugach National Forest, America's second largest single national forest. Let's enjoy the visit. We boarded the Ptarmigan, a sightseeing vessel specially designed to navigate the iceberg-dotted waters of Portage Lake and to bring us within 300 yards of Portage Glacier. We had the choice to enjoy the tour from a seat in the enclosed lounge or on the open-air observation deck.
The ice that we see floating in the water is because Portage Glacier is a calving glacier. That means gravity rips off pieces of ice. See if you can't hear some of that movement. As that ice moves, it cracks and it pops, and sometimes it's loud enough and big enough that perhaps a chunk will drop into the water. That process called calving. Two last things to consider. Remember, about 10 feet of snow to create 1 foot of ice, and that thing's moving over a foot a day.
Portage Glacier on the Kenai Peninsula of the U.S. state of Alaska is included within the Chugach National Forest. It is located south of Portage Lake and 6 kilometers west of Whittier. Portage Glacier was a local name first recorded in 1898 by Thomas Corwin Mendenhall of the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey. So called because it is on a portage route between Prince William Sound and Turnagain Arm. Hundreds of years ago, the glacier filled the entire Portage Valley, a distance of 14 miles, and was connected to what are now 5 separate glaciers.